My name's Ben Cullen, otherwise known as the Bakeking. Welcome to my world.
His world is the world of cake artists. Ben Cullen creates works of art such that it's hard to tell that they are in fact cakes. The completed work is most often the result of a long, complicated process.
With cake making, it's often that nobody really sees the cake maker. They just see the finished piece. Well, I like people seeing the inside, the behind the scenes, the process of how it got to what it looked like.
The cake artist never qualified as a pastry chef. He studied art and graphic design. His fascination with baking only formed later on.
To learn how to make cakes was as simple as ringing my mum and saying, how do you make cakes? That's genuinely how it started when I wanted to make the first one. I had not the foggiest clue how to make a cake.
Now he creates highly elaborate works in cake. For this life-size chimpanzee, he stuck several layers of pastry together and cut them into shape. He modelled the skull's bone structure in fudge. He also used the mouldable sugar paste to sculpt the facial features.
This is now what the public are going to see, what the client's going to see. This is the final bit, so it's really, you have to go deep in thought, make sure you're getting every line perfect, because if I were to make a mistake, I'd have to take it all off again.
Ben put 4 days of work just into this one cake sculpture.
At this stage, I know it's going in the right direction, but there's a lot more to do. There's the whole body, the arms, a lot more finicky detail, the teeth, the tongue. So there's a long process ahead, but I'm really happy with where I'm at.
Every year, the best cake artists from around the world meet at the Cake International in Birmingham, England. Some 1,300 bakers, professionals and amateurs are here to present their often most off-the-wall creations to about 20,000 cake lovers.
My favourite thing for me is seeing such incredible work, creative work, taking tips, taking ideas, you know, coming and basically realising where you're at in the industry, your level, how you can improve, things you can do, things that other people do that just really give you strong ideas.
Ben Cullen's own entry for the Cake International is a chimpanzee, life-size at 1 metre high and 80 kilos. But this one is edible.
The biggest challenge doing this cake was actually trying to get the stance, how they sit, is so sort of weird, stranger than I thought when I started it. And I had to cross-reference so many different photos of where their hands go, how their legs sort of fold into each other.
And he's already got ideas for new and even bigger projects.
One of the main things I want to get around to doing is doing a walk-in cake, you know, like a house. A sort of interactive cake, as in you can walk in it, sit in it, sort of live in it, you know what I mean, for a few minutes, and yeah, you can eat it all.
Bigger, bolder, more elaborate, and always edible. Those are the criteria driving the cake artists ever onward. But no limits are set to their imaginations.